Hey guys, Steve here again with another video review, this time of a fidget toy more so than a spinner. I'm really excited to do this review because it's the second version of an already successful and very cool device that I've had the pleasure of using before, but now this new and improved design has taken it to the next level. So what do we have here, folks? We have the Orbiter, and it's done by Allen Studios in conjunction with TEC Accessories. And Mike Allen is the man behind it, and his previous version of this item was something called the UFO. And you may remember the UFO. It was a really neat device that had a ball bearing that would rotate around the outside, essentially what this is. But the center was, I believe, most of which were made out of resin. There was glow material. So they were really cool. Maybe a hair less refined looking, but nonetheless, they were a ton of fun to play with and fidget with. Well, Mike has, I guess, redesigned it, but kept really all the original elements of it, but taken it to the next level and combined a titanium body with a rare earth magnet ring around the outside and the same steel ball bearing, and designed something called the Orbiter. So the packaging, real quick, I'll just show you here. Orbiter, a fidget device by TEC Accessories and Allen Studios. And the quote there, if you can't read it, is it's a companion for those who are driven to move. That's me. I'm like a fidget guy who can't stop moving, and this has been with me every day for the last week or so that I've had it. It's in my pocket at all times. I take it out and mess around with it, and it's just it's every bit as fun as the previous, if not more fun. And I'll get into a little bit more here in a second. So if you open the packaging inside, it's got a great foam insert where everything fits in quite well, and you can see the body here. Titanium body with a rare earth ring. There's a neodymium magnet ring around the center, and you can see the scallop, kind of a grip on the top and bottom. And then you have here a 5/8, and I'll move this aside, 5/8 chrome steel ball bearing. And when you apply, it sticks together. And it sticks together pretty well. It takes a pretty good amount of force to pull it apart. So previously, as I mentioned, this whole body was made out of a resin. And again, it just didn't quite look as polished and refined. This item, which if I remember correctly now is going for $79.95, $69.95. I apologize, I didn't write that down, but it's extremely affordable for what you get compared to some of the spinners that are out there. And considering it's made of titanium and it has multiple pieces here in the packaging and everything, it's really a good deal for the fun you can have with it. But for me, I like how you can play with this in a variety of ways. It comes sort of like this. You can kind of keep ball in the center and just almost like some of the old style mice for the computers. You can kind of roll your thumb across it there and just move it around, have it flip-flop around however you like, and just kind of play around with it there. This is just kind of a cool thing to do. Move it from side to side. Pretty neat. There's a center divot here, and then there's a ring, as you can see, around, and it's kind of a challenging exercise to get the ball to move in circles around. Whoops. Flops over around the outside. It takes a little bit of practice. I can do it when I'm not filming. There you go, a little bit. You guys can see that. And that's pretty cool. But the main thing around this design, what makes it really cool, is your ability to do that. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, this is really cool. And the noise it makes is neat too, so you can change directions if you want to. You can flick it if you want. Some people can just kind of just flick it around back and forth. Oh, lost it. Kind of hard to keep it in the camera's view and also fidget with it. But you can flick it around back and forth however you want. It's just a blast. I'm telling you guys, this is a fidget toy that you'll want to have. It gives you some variance to the traditional spinners. Gives you a little bit of a different sensation. But nonetheless, it's as much fun or more to just kind of mess around with. And you can kind of like let it hang there and spin it. There's just a lot of creative things you can do with these things, I think, that occupy time. But just giving a nice little rotate. It's just neat. Mike's a super great guy as well. He runs his own forum, Allen Studios, on Facebook, his own group, I should say. He's just been a pleasure to deal with over the months that I've interacted with him and bought a couple of his pieces. He's a super great guy, and he's designed something that's really unique. Right now, spinners are going crazy. They're coming out left and right, and there's very, very few variations of them that kind of go in a different direction and I think fall into what really constitutes a true fidget toy. The Orbiter is certainly one of them. I highly recommend it. It's kind of in the same category as the Rotoblade pendulum, and I'll do a video review on the pendulum here soon. I've already done a written review in the Rotoblade group on Facebook, as well as I think it's also posted in the Spin Space forum as well. But those two are true fidget toys. They're ones that you can manipulate and move around back and forth a little, probably more so than a spinner. But they both kind of accomplish the same thing. They're just a blast to kill time with and have fun with. So guys, again, get out there. I think you can still get these. I think Mike's going to be working with TEC to get these produced at a pretty rapid pace. You should be able to find them through Mike Allen's own page in the Facebook group, Allen Studios, and they're also been marketed from a few other blogs and what have you. So jump on one, the Orbiter, Mike Allen, Allen Studios, TEC Accessories. All right, guys.